Well, hello, stream. Everyone that's been sitting here waiting for me to start streaming, all my millions and millions of fans. So we did the. Actually, I guess I can just do the introduction here. So last time we played, you guys finished up the first book, Underneath the Ice, and decided to stay a week at the end with the mages and let them teach you some stuff that they were able to teach you. And so you can get IP, like your improvement points, by taking lessons. And so I allowed one lesson per day for that week, so 7 days. So 4 IP per lesson, so 28 IP that you can put towards a few different things. If people want to go through and tell me,
add 28 IP to my.
so it has to be something that they can teach. That they have that skill in. If there's something you have in mind, I can go and look and see if that's something that they have. Let me find mages here again. On page 272, we can see that the skills that mages have, and then plus Clarice, which has the +5 to teaching. She also is a little bit better at grooming and style, as well as alchemy. But the less
272.
page 270, it's 273 in the book, but 274 on the PDF. You can see all of their skills. Starts with athletics down to wilderness survival. So you could theoretically split up your 28 IP and have like one lesson one day with resisting magic, and then another lesson another day on grooming and style, or whatever it may be. But whatever you do for that day is what you have to put that IP towards. So I think, for instance, Brendan ended up. I don't know. Brendan's was complicated because we also ended up upping his.
Still follows the same rules as the cost, right? So
Yeah,
if
correct.
It's at 0, it's 1. If it's at 1, you can
also
add another
1.
one for 2.
It's
so
also
basically
1.
You can go up to level 2, or basically have 2 levels into any given stat, right? Since there's only 4 IP.
Per day, yes, but if you could have 28
Okay.
in one if you wanted to just train the one skill the entire time. If that makes sense. So for instance,
Yeah, that makes sense.
Brendan did some training to learn a new spell, but also like upped his archery, I think we said, right, Brendan? And then Ragnar worked on his stealth some as well as his awareness. And Dylan kind of worked up his dodge as well as
spearmanship.
Spearmanship, yeah.
So are the skills they teach that table that's under academic knowledge?
Plus, Clarice also has grooming and style, as well as alchemy. Those are 2 other things that she specifically has in her character sheet. And again, that's grooming and style and alchemy, as well as teaching, actually. If you wanted to upgrade your own personal teaching, she could teach you how to be a teacher, I suppose.
Okay.
So, and again, the idea is if you do the lesson for that day, you're supposed to use those points towards that. So, I think most people have done just 1 or 2 things. So split it up, 14 to one, 14 to another, 28 to all to one.
The plus next to skill
is the amount of IP? Ignore the pluses next to it. That's just a list of skills for you. It follows the same rules as like you're adding your points. So if you look at your character sheet, I think our character sheets that you guys are using have an asterisk next to them if they're double, but otherwise it just costs what the level is. So if you already have a 5, it costs 5 points to get it to 6.
I see.
And then the ones that have the asterisk next to them are double. So if you're at 5 and it's got an asterisk, then it costs 5 times 2.
In addition to alchemy and grooming and style and teaching, these are the skills I can technically learn
correct.
From them.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I'm
Cool. So you
tracking.
can, yeah, you can look through those, and I'll get started here at least a little bit. Oh my God, I'm dropping frames because of my network. Are you kidding me? The one thing I can't change.
You can't
And
change.
it's 4 points per lesson, 7 lessons.
4 points per lesson, a week's worth of lessons, so 7 lessons. Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Just
we're not.
making sure.
Yeah. No, absolutely, for sure.
I just wanted
All
everybody to know during this week, Drogo goes back to that village to collect his herbs and check on that family, and then
he
I
just
come
goes
back.
and hangs out with them. Yeah.
Very good.
Do you want
Making sure they're all
to?
good.
Was there anything that
How
you
was
want
the
to?
murderer?
Yeah, talk about how your
Great.
adventures were. We'll say the week has ended. Actually, I'll just start off with this. So, welcome everyone. We're gonna start the book called "In the Alder." I keep saying "Into the Alderwood." It's "In the Alderwood."
Into the
so-
Alderwood.
Yeah, exactly. In the Alderwood.
Okay.
So at the end of the last session before this week started, you guys spoke with. Let me find his name again here. You spoke with Baron Anselberg, which is the guy with the mage with the prosthetic leg, and he basically told you a rumor about a magical disturbance in Cadewind and the Alderwood. He believes that it's the source of disturbance is a powerful artifact named the Alderwand. He doesn't plan on going south anytime soon to figure it out, so he's looking to get as far away from Nilfgaard as they make their advance north. But that's he said that you guys should go down and check it out. So that's kind of the idea here. So I don't know if you guys saw, you probably did, and that's okay. In Quick Guides, someone on Reddit made like a very detailed map of the Witcher universe, and it's super cool. They like found everything from all of the games, card games, everything, and just tried to make this super detailed map. So based on this, I was able to put a more correct marker on where you guys actually are and where you're going. So that's why I have you on this map right now. So this, sorry. This green mark is actually where you started. So that's where you guys are at right now before you start your journey. But you're headed to the Alderwood, which is located along that river just south of Gidval. So that's kind of the journey that you're taking. And so we'll start heading that way. Does anybody want to talk about anything that they trained on? Kind of how your training with Clarice went?
I have an additional question.
Yeah, absolutely.
One moment while I try to remember the question while I had it in my mind.
All good.
If so, it's 4 IP per lesson. If I don't use up all the, like, let's say it takes 3 IP to level up a skill, which leaves me with 1 IP. Can I carry that over to something else, or is that wasted?
It's not wasted necessarily. It's kind of supposed to go towards that skill, even if it doesn't level you up all the way. But we can say that, like, at the end of that lesson, you kind of started working on something else, just so you guys don't have anything left over. I think it's too complicated to try to keep track of IP per skill per day type of thing. So,
gotcha.
as long as you're generally using your points for that, you should be good. So,
okay.
making some blinds here. Does anybody else want to talk about what they did? I know, dude, why am I dropping so many frames? That's terrible. What is going on? Internet, figure it out, please. We're on a speed test over here. Does anybody else want to talk about what they did with the mages? Maybe how your training went? Did you learn anything pretty cool from Clarice? Maybe.
I think so. I think we had a swell time together. Really got to know each other. I imagine with a sorcerer, she could cast all sorts of illusions, and I did all sorts of training with artificial enemies. She just kind of cast illusions at me, and I dodged
Shot
and
them
weaved
back
with
with spear.
a new spear. Yeah.
Very cool. And
I did that for days. Badass. It was like
7
Achilles.
days non-stop. Badass. Krenix, how was your time with the family? Cool. Brendan, did
I've
you
had
do
days
anything?
like that with my family too. I get it.
Yeah. Brendan, did you do anything cool with the mages or anything?
Of course I did. I studied. I forgot.
All right. Excellent. It's written down on your character sheet, and that's okay. And then Raxnor,
I
how
remember,
did your
but you
time
forgot.
go? Oh, I understand.
Most of my time was more talking with the different mages and stuff about the experience that we had, like for the mission.
Okay, cool.
And they kind of told me how I could improve on different things, like different how I can use like brush to my advantage on moving stealthily and things like that.
I'd like to imagine you just played hide and seek, but you were the only one hiding, and the three of them were trying to find you. When they found you,
We'll
they
go
give
with
you
that.
tips on hiding. Okay, cool.
We'll go with that.
Sick. Cool. Well, I'm gonna read some things that should hopefully introduce where we're going next. So feel free to make fun of me as I do it, but we're gonna give it a go. I'm gonna turn down my music just a little bit.
Challenge accepted.
Actually, let's change this to I have travel music. All right. So there's a funny thing about traveling across Cadwin. It always happens that somewhere there, near the middle of the journey, the rugged countryside seems to stretch out before your eyes, yawning towards the horizon. It's no wonder those of magical means prefer to teleport across Cadwin whenever possible. At least you're never more than a day's journey from another tiny, sleepy village with a rundown alehouse. This morning, you passed through one named Saint's Crossing. This one's name is Riverbend. That's the name of the village, not the alehouse. You aren't sure of the name of the alehouse at the moment, but here you find yourself thankful that you can't get food poisoning from beer, and enough of it makes you forget the rustic accommodations for another night.
What a shithole.
Yeah, and actually, let's see.
Game
Sure.
Master. Are
So
there
you
any
guys-
maidens in this brothel?
Well, let me put you in this brothel, actually. So I'm going to bring you guys over into here. It's not a brothel. I said that. I encouraged you. I said things that
I like your
shouldn't have.
thinking.
Not
God,
God
is there
said
any
no.
bitches? I need my
there-
bitches, God.
There's probably a few. I don't know why I did just see already. I don't know
What
why
a
I
dry
didn't-
bar.
I'm gonna bring you guys into here. And there's nothing hidden because it's just a building. But I'll bring you into this map here. So you guys are all kind of hanging out inside. Kaizoran, in your guys' travels, do you think you've been able to convince people to let Nivius in, or does he tend to wait outside?
I think he's probably stuck outside.
Okay, perfect. So you guys have done this many times in your travel on your way to the Alderwood, just kind of hanging out in alehouses in the night, hoping that you can get a room in the morning. So it would, as you came in, you would have already talked to the barkeep, and so you guys have a room. That's what this top floor is here on the right. You
What's
guys
the
have
barkeep's name?
have your rooms. The barkeep's name is Jeff, actually, a very non-traditional name in the world
Oh
of The
my
Witcher.
God.
But Jeff says, "Well, of course you're more than welcome to stay." And gives you a key. You guys pay the small fee that it costs to stay in the house in the nights. There's not a lot of people
Answer
traveling
me
through
this,
right now.
Jeff. Do you bleed?
Yes.
You
He like
will.
kind of looks down to like a cut that he has on his right hand from like cooking earlier. He's like, yeah, I bled earlier. And it's like it's kind of gross almost because this was before like we washed our hands and stuff, so it's just like cooking but with like a bloody hand.
Do they do leeches in The Witcher? Is that is like
Um,
pulling blood one of their traditions?
it can be. Do you want it to be?
Yeah.
No, not canon, at least that I've ever read.
Okay, so they just don't have any leeches.
Yeah. There's probably leeches in some of the marshy areas. I just
Hmm.
don't think they try to use them for anything beneficial.
Not yet.
But yeah,
Let's
so you
be
guys
the
are just
first ones and be
normally
heroes.
eating, and are any of you guys drinking this evening? Or would you think that on your
Yes.
travels your characters would be drinking?
Very much.
I will probably just have like a regular ale to go with it. Nothing like one or two to go with dinner, but nothing
No rum and
that's
cokes?
gonna get me. No, no rum and cokes. I'm not planning on getting
Pussy.
Austin wasted.
Excellent. Cool. Well, yeah,
I
after you
think
guys are...
Soren probably has like one ale and falls asleep at the counter.
Excellent. And you kind of look at Jeff.
Um,
Jeff kind of looks at Drogo and is like, hey, he can't sleep down here. You guys need to take him upstairs.
Will do. Can you pass me something stronger?
Aye. And he just, he
It's
passes
okay,
you.
Soren
Just,
passes him to
yep.
you.
He just
Something
passes.
One shot it. Pass me something stronger.
And he just kind of looks at you like, you need to slow down.
No, I don't.
And he's like, okay.
Pass
And
me
passes
something
you another. He passes you raw rubbing alcohol.
Fuck yeah, this is my shit.
He
You
gives
drink
you a
it?
gym face.
All right, 10d10 worth of damage. No, I'm playing. That does not affect your armor. So.
After enough drinks, Drogo starts dancing around like Loki in that episode where they went to the planet that was blown up.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. You guys let Kaizoran sleep now, or do you take him upstairs?
Take him
Uh,
upstairs and then keep drinking.
No, I chill here. I'm clapping along as Drogo stamps about.
Okay.
I'm like making a beat with my hands.
Nothing
That's what I'm
necessarily
up to.
odd or particularly interesting happens this evening. It's a very standard evening. You guys have had a lot of them on your travels, always trying to find a roof over your heads, not always being able to find one. So sometimes the wagon and its gear will have to suffice. But tonight you do have a roof over your head. So when you guys are ready to go to bed, you can head upstairs. I guess I won't drag. I think Raoul said BRB, so everyone can go upstairs and sleep.
Can you put me in that bed? I got dirty hands. I don't want to touch my computer.
Yeah,
I'm eating.
yeah. Got you in a bed here. Kaizoran and Drogo sleep together. Ragnar and Rosalinda are in a room together.
Hey.
And I imagine maybe you sneak Nivius in to sleep by the fireplace in this room with you.
And everyone is outside of my my fear aura for the night. So
Yeah.
you guys are actually sleeping comfortably tonight, for once.
Excellent. So in the morning, the Jeff comes and bangs on all of your doors and goes, "You and your companions have a visitor from the Church of Creve. Seems he's keen to make friends too. He just ordered breakfast, too, for you all. Already paid as well. Said he's happy to wait. Something about the virtue of patience and charity, I guess. At least eat before you tell him to sod off."
There are a lot of carbs in this breakfast.
So,
Ham?
Yeah, I don't eat that breakfast.
so you
I
guys
love
can
ham.
get up, and I don't know, what do you guys think that you guys would do in the morning after getting that message? Go
It was a little-
downstairs, or you can...
little
you
slow.
can- Okay. Yeah, he
Take
did
his time.
specifically say, he's happy to wait, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna chill on my phone for like 20 minutes after I wake up.
On your phone, okay.
Yeah, I mean you got to do your morning scrolling.
Yeah,
I would.
I go to the basement.
He said
Would you-
it's free and breakfast.
Okay. Well, when you guys are ready to head down, you can head down those same stairs that you came down earlier. And kind of as you're walking down the stairs, if you guys want to move yourself back downstairs here, you see a man sitting at a table, and he kind of looks like he kind of looks like the kind of guy that the other person described. He looks like he might be a priest or something like that. Um, and as soon as he sees you guys come down, he says, "You have come just as I prayed, strong, virtuous, resourceful, just as Creve demands. Welcome to Riverbend. Enjoy the onion soup and potato wedges. I want to hear of your prowess. Will you tell me a tale of your travels?" And he kind of like gestures with his hands like forward, like very givingly towards the potato wedges and the soup. And he's just kind of sitting there staring at you, waiting for you to tell a story about your travels, your adventure, whatever it may be.
I remember standing on a mountaintop, and then I fell. And then I don't remember too much after that.
And he just is kind of looking at you, like his mouth's kind of slightly open and his eyes are really wide, like he was really into that first part, but then he's just waiting for the rest of the story.
No more story. I don't remember.
Okay. He kind of is like not upset, but kind of dumbfounded that you don't want to tell him anything, and he kind of looks to the rest of the group that's sitting there, like eating the soup.
When he's looking at me as this happens, like I'm looking at him like in his eyes, but you can almost tell like I'm kind of just looking through him. Like I'm trying to focus on what my past is. Like I really don't know.
He goes, "Sir, are you forgetful?"
No, I'm Drogo.
And
I got that.
I laugh, but he doesn't necessarily laugh. He's like, "Oh, well, nice to meet you, Drogo. I'm Tabert of the Church of Kiev." He's like, "Do any of the rest of you have any stories to tell?"
I sit down behind him, and I take my bowl, and then I take his bowl, and I start eating.
He kind of just looks at you like, "What the fuck?" And he's just like, "You must be
I ask
starving."
him why.
And he looks at Jeff. He's like, "Give them all they need. These travelers are clearly hungry." And then he kind of looks around and he's like, "Well, anyway," he's like, "I have something I want to share." He's like, "Strange things have been happening in our village. Travelers, you arrive at a great time of strife for my flock. Young people go missing at an alarming rate. We've lost 2 just recently, Macklin and Winnie, and my heart aches, as do their parents. Some evil monster, we suspect, lairs within the Alderwood, a forest just outside the village. Our rescue attempts are turned away, seemingly by witchery. Since Macklin's disappearance, Flan, his father, waits up all hours of the night watching the forest for clues. He says he hears strange noises and sees distant lights through the dense wood. Just last night I prayed for deliverance in the form of outside aid, and Creve has delivered you. You will not go without pay. Our church is blessed with the great charity shown by our flock. Upon the safe return of Macklin and Winnie, you will be paid 200 crowns. Should you slay the monster holding them hostage, I will see you are paid an added 200 crowns for your heroic deed. What say you, travelers?"
How do you know that the kids are still alive?
"Oh, well, Creve wills it so. They can't have died. They shouldn't have died. But, to be honest, we have no
Can't
proof."
and shouldn't have are two
We don't.
very separate things in this world.
"We have no proof. We just have our faith." "Well, will you do it? Will you help bring Macklin and Winnie home?"
I'll do my. I mean, I'm down to try. I can't guarantee that. I mean, we can bring them home, but I can't guarantee they're going to be safe just because,
Well,
that's the
Are
nature
these
of the
two
world.
together? Are they together? Like are they like romantically entangled?
"Oh, I will be honest. They didn't come to my church very often, but their parents probably would have more information on them. Flan and Gita are mom and dad to Macklin, and
Okay.
Venetia is the sister, or excuse me, the mother of Winnie. They probably would have more information, although
Alright.
they are very distressed at their kids leaving, so they might be hard to talk to. But like I said, I don't have much information about them, uh, other than I know that they're lost, and we believe that they're in the Alderwood. But like I said, our attempts to go in the Alderwood seem to have been stopped by some sort of witchery.
Is it like a physical barrier, or is it something that no matter
Oh
what
no!
you do, you have to you get turned around without
The
you?
deeper we go in, the more often or not we end up back in Riverbend. We get turned around, no matter how hard we try. We always end up back in the town.
Hmm. That's quite the dilemma.
You're telling me. Will you do
It'll
it?
take
Will
a
you
lot
help
of
me?
cheddar cheese to figure this one out.
Well, like I said, 200 crowns is quite a bit of money. You guys are welcome to try to roll maybe like a persuasion check to try to see if you can maybe haggle him for some more money if that's something that you're interested in.
Haggle this bitch.
Ooh, nice.
For what? Wait, what is it?
It'd be a
I'm not good
persuasion
at that.
check.
Yeah, I got none. I got
I don't
none.
think I have very good
I
persuasion.
have
so-
none.
I have a +3.
Yeah,
Cool.
if you guys
What's your empathy?
What's
want to
with
give
your
me a
empathy?
persuasion check and let me know what you say to him to try to convince you to get more money.
Are your daughters really only worth 200 crowns?
Oh, they're
It's
not my
his
daughters, sir.
Yeah.
How about I roll it?
And
But
Macklin's a
still.
boy.
Say.
You fuckhead.
That's right. Your daughters are back at 308 Burke Street.
Oh no, not at the
Yes, that's right. Have you gone home recently? Might want to turn the air down. It's getting a little hot.
I rolled a 19 total.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. And tell me
Yeah,
what
this
you would
game's
say.
intense.
Is anybody else gonna try to roll?
I've
No.
got nothing in persuasion, so no.
Even
Okay.
if I max roll, I'm not going to beat that.
I'm gonna roll deceit to convince him that I have his children.
He has
Yeah.
no children. He's a man of the church.
That's why I'm rolling deceit.
Oh.
I
You're gonna
have
try to
more
deceive
children.
him that
Oh my
both he
God,
has
I
children
don't even
and
have
you have
children.
them?
Hey, it's up to
Double
you how hard
deceit.
the roll is.
It's a double deception. Sounds like a really good movie.
Double deception coming this summer.
When one man has another man's kids, or does he?
Or does he?
Yeah. Okay, so Raoul, what do you think you would say to him to try to convince him to give you guys more money?
Give us more money.
That'll do it.
No.
Oh yeah.
Just I do like a instead of doing the
Like a belly dance or
the
something?
hand wave from the jet. Yeah, I'll just seduce him. Whatever.
You're gonna show a little bit of
Oh,
cleavage.
could I do a seduction instead of a persuasion?
You could.
On
I
a
mean, you could
priest?
say yeah.
Is there seduction on there? There's no way. There is. Oh my
He-
God, there is.
He's
Witcher
Oh
is
my
a
God.
game.
Dude,
Witcher is a
can you
game full of
please-
sex.
Can you please go into seduction for us? Be our sexy dancing singing lady. That would be so fucking awesome.
He's like,
I'll
if you
just-
actually
I'll
are
just
trying to do that,
do-
he kind of like keeps looking at your like stomach and then like looking back at your face. He's like, "Oh, what are you? What are you doing, ma'am? You can't just start belly
My
dancing and expect
eyes
him
are
to give
up
more
here,
money."
Father.
Does he say any? Do you say anything with it?
I don't know. I don't know what to say.
No,
but I'm-
she just starts belly dancing like just out of
Okay.
the blue, and it's like
I think Rosalinda would go, "Please, sir, we need more money." And
"Please,
then
Well,
kind
I
of
say
do
something
like
like
some
that.
more.
do like some belly rolls, and he would go, "Oh, I could give you 50 more crowns at best. 250, please. There are other missing children too. I'm sure if you could find Macklin and Winnie, you would be able to find the others. Please, some form of witchery or monster has them held in the woods. I just know it."
So if we find more, we'll get more money.
That's not what I said.
That's what I heard.
That's fine, but that's not what I said.
What a
Okay.
great.
Okay, so yeah, he's willing to give you guys 50 more based on that roll. So
I am in to help. So
okay.
whoever else is
Well, what do you
willing.
guys want to do? Give you a few people to talk to, or you could just fucking just go into the Alderwood if you want. What are you guys
Well,
thinking?
I would want to try to talk to the children's parents so that I could get a little bit more information on them and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so you know that Flan and Gita, if you ask Tabbert, he tells you where everybody lives in town. So you could go and speak with Macklin's parents, or you could go speak with Winnie's mom. It's kind of up to you guys. There's no right
Hey,
or wrong
mom,
order.
let's go to the mill.
Oh, okay. So I'll take you guys to the map here of the whole
map.
city, and
Oh,
kind of just let you guys go where you want to go here, so you can see. Actually, I think I
it
have
was
that.
hella zoomed in.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't change that. I'll reveal where those two places are. Oops, that should
Flangita.
be. So you can go down and visit Flangita, or you can go speak with Venetia, whatever you guys feel like doing.
Hold on.
Nisha.
I'm going through my satchel trying to find a coin.
Toss
I
to your
mean, we
Witcher?
can. I mean, we can split up and each take a house.
Ah, split the party. Interesting.
I mean,
We have time to talk about our Lord and Savior.
since it's in the village and we're talking like we're just getting information, I don't foresee anything happening. But
Yeah, I mean, whoever wants to go wherever, just
There
let me
is
know.
a map for it.
I'm not going to pick where you guys are going, so you will have to talk about it as people.
Say, Witcher, what do you think our first, I don't know, path should be?
To the lair of the single mother.
2 times in one day, sir? Do you really think she can handle it?
I'll stick and handle it.
You're a brave one. Alright, let's go.
All right,
Yeah,
so
Joe,
it's just you two going over there. Does anybody else go with them?
Rosalina, come on!
I'm gonna go talk to Flan and Gita.
Okay.
Ah, yes,
Kazoran comes. Okay. Rosalinda,
This room.
you have a preference? Or you're just gonna hang out at the bar?
Hang out at the bar, flirt, get some tips.
All right.
Make us some money, you hoe.
So, oh, Jesus Christ.
Make that money.
Okay, so those of you
that
that go to
money,
Venetia,
that money.
when you get there, it's like I assume you go up and knock on the door, and she answers the door, and she's she's been clearly crying. Her eyes are all bloodshot, red and puffy, and she
Oh, my
hello,
dear.
hello, and she sees you and your fear aura. It's kind of oh, I don't have anything. Please, it's oh.
Come on, man, baby
And
girl.
she just
Sit
like kind of
down.
like she can't even like
Ain't
form
number
any.
thing.
Ain't
She
nothing but
can't
thing I can
hardly
do.
even form any words that are all. She's doing
Shh.
that thing where you can't even talk. When,
Okay. Yeah, I forced her into
And
like to sit down on like a couch, and I start
Yeah.
making her like a
You
hot
could
tea.
roll a charisma check to see if you can get her to stop crying.
Hey, bitch, calm down.
Pretty much.
I wipe her eyes. I run the tears from
When
her
your
cheeks.
hand gets near her face, she screams, "Ah! Ah! Ah! Who are
Slap
you
the bitch.
people?" But again,
Just
a
give her a
DC
quick slap.
14.
Calm down,
Shut it.
girl.
Calm down, bitch. It's all right. I'm here to save you. What am I rolling here? What die?
Charisma.
Silence, child.
It's a skill. I don't know which one it is, but
Oh,
Kaizord,
no, like,
are
which
you
die
Kai
was-
Kai? Are you doing anything here?
Yeah, we got the wizard.
I see you're here with Venetia. Oh my god, all my
what was
players
the
have
roll
left me.
again? What was I was doing?
Charisma, and it's gonna help you to stop her crying.
Can I roll deceit?
You can, but that won't get her to stop crying.
Hmm.
Let's see here.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Where's
While you were gone,
everybody?
you get to pick where you want to go here. Some of them are talking to Venetia, which is Winnie's mom.
Can I try a
Some people have
physique
gone
check?
over to Flan
Try
and Gita, who is are the mom and dad of Macklin. But they
Why
decided
do
to
these all
split.
sound like culturally inappropriate names?
They might be. I'm not
But
sure.
we're doing culturally inappropriate things to them, so it's all right.
I don't know if you've done
Anyway,
culturally inappropriate
so-
things. Just
Just like the
inappropriate.
Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah.
Nobody
Anyway,
ever expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Brendan, are you
Austin.
doing anything to in here too? All right, Brendan has run away.
Austin, can I try a physique check to try and be like, oh my
Can you hear me
muscles?
now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
I can? Sweet. He said yes. Everybody heard it.
Nope, you can't.
He said yes.
I mean, again,
Everybody heard
the
it.
only thing that's
Everybody
gonna
heard
get
it.
I witness you.
That's fine.
What?
You go ahead and roll your physique check.
I was just gonna say that
Sweet,
I
sweet.
don't have any charisma, but my empathy is an 8.
It was a 16.
Not bad. Not bad.
She goes, oh my, you're so strong.
Yeah, I'm
What do
casually
you
stretching.
guys people want? Please get out of my house. I'm just trying to find my daughter. And she's
Well,
still
she's
like
gone.
bawling. Your strong
Here,
muscles are
have this
having no
tea.
influence on the fact that her daughter is missing in the woods.
I pull out my deck of cards
Do we?
and I
I have a 16
play them out.
charisma. Do we need?
If
Yeah,
you want to come
probably.
over, if you want to go to this house, you certainly can.
Is this your daughter?
Is that
I have
south?
it throw up a
Here?
picture
They're
of
in
it.
Venetia,
It's
yeah,
the one
the
where
one
there are 3 people.
the left side.
Oh, okay.
It's got some pictures that have been drawn.
So
of
if you
random people
just
that I
kind of
took.
walk in,
Is this
Yeah,
one?
I've been
there's
sketching this whole time. Just in
this
the
woman
background.
that's just bawling, crying, and Drogo just has his shirt off, and Roz is just like touching her face, and I don't know what Kaizorin is doing, but it's the most terribly awkward situation you've ever walked in on.
Yeah, they're just like
Roll a seduction.
standing there, just like I don't know what the fuck is happening.
It would be it's a charisma check to get her to stop crying. So far, the charisma check
I
has
can't do
gone up
seduction?
because she's out of her mind. They have scared the shit out of her.
I haven't rolled my
Okay.
charisma check
Put
though.
the
I
shit
could
back in.
try.
Let's
Put the
let's
shit
do
back
that.
in her.
I can't seduce her into happiness.
No, she has lost her daughter. The last thing she needs right now is seduction.
What about
What?
10?
No.
She
You never know.
she's like, get off of me. 10 is a shitty roll.
I wasn't on her. You
That's
saw
terrible.
her. I was
Shitty
nowhere
sex
near
is a
her.
thing.
25.
Oh,
Ooh, that was pretty good.
who are
I
you?
slap her.
Who are you people?
Just slap her.
What do
into
you want?
happiness.
We are the group of what's everybody's names?
The priest who sent you's name is Tabert too, so she might know him.
No, not her. I'm talking about us. We are the group of Rosalina, Drogo, Soren, and
Raish.
Raish.
I
We don't
removed
really have a
the.
name yet.
Oh, your guys' group as a whole. Yeah, I don't know. You haven't come up
Yeah.
with a group name. I don't know if
I'm
that's
telling her
it's not
that's
really
not what
Uh,
it's
a
called.
standard thing.
Just all of our names.
Yeah, still.
You have no
exactly.
vowels to
acronym.
start
No.
any of your names, so you can't really like make a word out of it.
No,
We
no, you
are
can't do that. No.
Dirk.
And you just have to say all of our names very fast in a row.
Alright, we are the bad.
Dirker.
We are the
Austin, that's
wandering
racist.
band of
Is it?
eternal psychos. Anyway, do we calm her down?
Yes, you've calmed her down.
She good?
She's who are you people? I'm just trying to find my daughter Winnie.
My name is God John Constantine.
Oh,
Are you
Nice.
Mrs. Pooh?
nice to meet you. My name is Venetia. This is nice to meet you, John.
Like the blinds?
Exactly like the blinds.
Nice place you got here. Be a shame if something were to happen to it.
What do you want from me? You fat.
There's some
Nope.
nice books
She
here.
just
Large
stops and
books.
talks in like a very godly voice. She's like, "No questions have been asked to me, so I can't give you
Ah.
anything. You fucking idiots."
Like,
She- whoa, what was that? I'm not
Some
just gonna
Westworld
freely
breaking
give
the
you.
fucking barrier kind of
I'm
shit
just,
going on here, huh?
I'm just gonna give you information.
Mm.
You have to go along.
All right, all right.
What do you have for us?
Where is your daughter?
I don't know. She's. Please.
Going
Told
to
you
Are
you
you
knew
ask
better.
are you
Why
here to
is your
help with
daughter?
her? She's all I have left. She's all I have left of my husband. He died in the war.
She's all you
The war
have
with
left, why isn't
Nilfgaard.
she here?
I have no idea why she would disappear so suddenly, unless a monster dragged her into the Alderwood.
Maybe it was a boy. Was she seeing a boy?
She was
Was there a
betrothed
girl?
to it was an arranged marriage, but she was with Macklin.
Where's Macklin?
He's gone too.
Bert Macklin.
God
They probably
damn it.
ran away into
Wait.
the woods together to commit sin, and a monster took it. I'm sure of it.
They
She-
committed
What?
sin.
Sounds like your daughter
Damn
deserves what
bastard.
she got.
Yeah.
She
Sounds like this is an open
she,
and shut case. They got what it is.
oh no. She's in her
Praise
early
the Lord.
teens. Black hair about yay high.
I can see your hand.
Oh, I love yay high women.
Oh,
Does she look more like you or or her father?
Jesus fucking Christ. Why did I let you two be together? God damn it. From here on out, you guys are both team captains and you can't choose each other. Oh my god. No, but she shares basic information like about how Winnie looks, her appearance, what she last remembered her
About
wearing,
Mayhai.
and her room
Okay.
was completely undisturbed. Nothing took her out of her room. She did, however, bring an amulet that belonged to her father. But
What is this
Oh, the
amulet?
girl's
Let
got
me
an
see it.
amulet. I'm whispering over to Drogo.
nothing special.
she has
Just an
an
amulet that was passed down from their
Amulet.
family, generation to
Oh.
generation. She just it
sort of
always
jewel?
reminded her of her dad. No jewel, just a
Oh, no,
Just
no
a-
jewel. No
just a
jewel.
precious metal outline.
What's the time window? How long has she been gone?
She's been gone, a few weeks now.
Oh,
Her and
fuck.
Macklin both.
What?
She did
Well,
for
Please.
sure.
I'm sorry, it's not looking good. If this was like a few days, maybe, but
First
Please.
24 hours are critical.
yeah, exactly.
We searched.
At least he gets it. Jesus.
We searched the Alderwood. There was nothing there. Please, you have to help me.
Have you
Tabbert,
sent out an
he
Amber
could
Alert?
pay. He could pay. Yes.
Let me.
We pinged
let
all
me
the
have
local
the-
cell phone towers and sent out an Amber Alert. We did that.
There's like a bunch of crows flying
I
around.
watched the first 24. I know how
Pinged
important
all
it
the
is.
local trees and sent out.
I understand. Please, you have to find him.
The amber trees.
All
The amber
crows are going,
trees.
Amber,
I think it has something to do with that damn Macklin. His love is impure. He doesn't desire marriage.
Oh my god.
We broke Raul.
No, that's Brendan breaking, not me.
Was it Brendan? Stop laughing.
Yeah, that was
Oh
Brendan.
my god.
Brendan's not breaking me.
Makes sense.
Uh,
The beacons of Myanmar.
okay.
I asked for the amulet, and like I try to
No,
meditate.
She doesn't have an
Like,
amulet.
on it.
She says that the only thing that was missing out of her daughter's room was the amulet, so
Oh,
took it
okay.
with her.
Could you draw the
Or
amulet?
had it
Maybe
with
we
her.
could harness on its energies.
It looks like this, and she draws a circle with like a bigger oval at top for the necklace.
It's a shit.
Ah, yes. I see.
She's not an artist.
I
alright.
can tell.
So while you guys continue to kind of chat with her, we'll transition over to, I guess,
Absolutely shit on him.
Ragnar and Nivius.
Just
hanging out over here. Planning. Nivius just kind of looked at Ragnar. He's like, you know what? I'll follow you today.
Like, wow, nice dog. It's not mine.
All right.
All right.
So Ragnar, you go and knock on the door, and a very typical looking man and woman enter. The man is larger, kind of looks like he might be a farmer, kind of guy that works outside often, and the wife is more or less a stay-at-home wife. What would be going on here? Oh no.
Sorry,
My
headset was muted.
No, you're good.
I'm gonna tell him that the priest came and told us that he was needing some help finding their son and another girl that was missing in the village. I'm gonna ask him for at least a basic description. I don't know how
Yeah. Yeah,
how
so when
in-depth they
asked,
can
they
give,
they
but
go. Flan goes, "Oh yes," and he looks to Gita and he's like, "That Tabert's a good man." And then he goes, he describes what his son looked like, what they last remember him wearing, and then they do something similar to what Venetia goes. He goes, his room was completely undisturbed. Nothing was missing from his room at all, so he clearly wasn't taken out of there from what I can see. And then Gita goes, he's just a very kind, sweet boy. I don't know why he would leave. But you could actually roll, you could also roll a charisma check, but something like maybe like human perception or persuasion or even seduction would maybe lead to them wanting to reveal some more info.
I mean, I don't really have much, but I'll go ahead and try persuasion, asking them, if there were any sort of like scars or any sort of identifying thing that I can make sure that I have the right person.
Okay.
And to roll, I just have a 0, I guess 5 for empathy, but that's gonna be just a 10 overall. I'm gonna try to kind of get across that it's like we've heard there are other people or other children missing, so any information you can give me about your son will be helpful.
They tell you everything that he looks like, everything they can about him, but they don't give much more info than that. Based on your role there, they just Flan just continues. He's like, I'm just worried something terrible has happened with him. He didn't take any of his things.
Does he
And again, I want
not
to bring up, just in case you guys missed it.
Mhm.
Tabbert earlier did say that Flan waits up out all hours of the night watching the forest for clues. He says he hears strange noises and sees distant lights through the dense wood. So I just wanted to make sure you guys caught that, because I don't know if you guys did. But no, Flan he doesn't tell you a whole lot more. He just continues to say, he gives you everything he looks like, any identifying marks or anything like that you would know of. But he's again just worried that something terrible has happened because he didn't take any of his things.
does
And then he
what
says,
do you know of the
he's like, if you want to learn more about Winnie, you should go talk to my sister, Venetia.
We've got a couple people who are
Oh,
already
oh,
over
excellent.
there. Are
They're
they
betrothed, so
but
Wait,
Venetia is your
wait.
sister?
it's a small town.
That's I was gonna say.
um
I
I'm
have
gonna
one
also
concern.
I had literally the same epiphany like yesterday when I was rereading things. I was like, wait,
that was a little hinky.
oh, they're cousins.
Like kissing cousins.
Yep.
What do you know of the Alderwood? Like, is it usually like
He
other
goes,
than normal forest and woods being, the normal danger,
he's like,
are these known to be more dangerous than normal?
he says, for the longest time there was nothing different or weird about them. They're denser than most maybe, but nothing like the witchery that's been going on as of recent. When we send men out into the woods to look for the children, we always seem to turn around and end up right back here. And then he's like, I've been watching the Alderwood for a few nights now. Sometimes around midnight, there's, I want to say, faint music and distant amber light that creeps out from the forest. Always the same music, too. I don't know what it is, but you and your friends that you said you sent to speak with Venetia are welcome to come watch tonight alongside me, if that's something that you think would help you. But please, I need you to bring back our boy and my niece, please.
And my sister's girl. their betrothed.
I'm gonna give them the rest of the group this information.
Yeah.
But I think having the stopping by tonight to watch over the forest and see what you're referring to with the music and stuff would be beneficial. So expect something along those lines of us coming by to look at that.
Yes, yes, please. Like I said, it usually happens around midnight or so. But you're welcome to come and stay. Me and Gita, and he kind of looks to his wife, would be more than happy to cook you. We cook for you. We don't cook you.
No, no,
us.
it's a
We
trap.
don't-
Hold
we-
on.
We don't have
I'd
much,
like to make a
but
perception
we'll do
check.
what we can. But yeah, if you want to go, if you guys want to maybe meet back at the bar or whatever and form a plan to come back here later
not a
tonight, he'd
perception
be more than happy. You're not
What was
over
the-
here, Raoul. You can't make a perception check.
What do you mean? Everybody's here. I'm here.
No, this is Ragnar at Flan and Gita's. Ragnar's the only one here. You're at Venetia's. You went to the other place. Ragnar's in the
Why
more
aren't
at the
we all
bottom right.
together?
I didn't decide to split the party, they did.
You weren't here, so you were voted out.
Yeah, they decided to, or I think
Oh,
Rag,
okay,
Rag,
that's
Ragnar
true.
decided to split the party, so which is
Oh,
fine.
Come on.
So
I
yeah,
spilled- I
you guys have
spilled
talked to
stuff-
him.
Spilled.
What do you want
All my
to?
die are everywhere.
Oh no.
Did you get any nat 20s?
We don't roll d20s.
Oh,
it doesn't
I
matter.
don't know if you spilled all your dice. I was just curious.
I think he's just trying to confuse you, Raoul.
So what do you guys? You guys gonna? What do you want to do, Ragnar? Are you gonna go over and tell them? You guys gonna go back to the bar for a while, or what's the? You gonna stay over at Flan and Gita's? What are you guys gonna do next year?
I'm gonna head back to the bar to meet up with the rest of the party.
Okay.
I figure rather than going around after trying to find them, it's just easier to meet back at the place where I know everyone's gonna be.
Yeah, absolutely. Jumping back to your guys's, what have you been? I guess these two things were probably happening roughly at the same time. But did you guys do anything else over with Venetia? Ask her any other questions or anything like that?
Make her some tea. Asked her how her day was going.
My daughter's missing. Please, sir, will you just get out there and fucking find her, please?
We found her. She's in the background.
Yep. She's there in the background doing
Oh
her
my
shit.
God, Adam, Adam.
Adam!
All right, so if you guys head back to the bar,
Yeah.
you just hanging out here.
Oh,
What
now
do you?
we're
What
all
do you?
together.
You all met back at the bar. I think that was the plan.
So we recount what happened to Ragnar and the wolf. Apologies, I don't remember the wolf's name.
Nivius. I
Nivius.
guess.
Wolfie.
Niviviazius. Niviandius.
Nvidia. Like that.
Nvidia.
Put the laxative.
So I'm talking to the wolf about laxatives and
Activia.
what
Never mind.
kind of herbs we can find in these forests. But no, do we feel like we got everything we needed from those two? I feel like we got the general information.
Yeah, you feel like you got everything that you think that you could, other than maybe going, like Ragnar said, going and sitting watch with Flan this evening, to see if you can see what he's seeing and
Yeah.
hearing in the woods.
I plan on like meditating. Just kind of anywhere.
Okay. Yeah, while you're meditating, you just kind of, I would imagine you just kind of go in one of these or do you want to meditate in the bar, or do you think you go up back to one of your rooms?
Probably back to one of the rooms.
Yeah, perfect. So yeah, Drogo would just kind of go up into a room and do the stereotypical Witcher 3 pose, where you just kind of get down on two knees and meditate there.
That your
just
legs
kinda-
go to sleep after a while. That's the
Nope,
thing that
he has
happens.
complete control over his
Oh.
body.
Exactly,
Stand
it's
up.
that one.
Oh no. I wonder if it has it. Witcher meditate.
Chilling in the bathtub.
It's more like
Mhm.
this.
Waiting
Yeah,
for bad
no,
things to
legs
happen.
totally asleep.
Oh, you mean this one?
I can't feel my leg. Oh
Diddly
my
diddly.
god.
Diddle diddle dee. What
See,
did you
that's
look
great
up to
circulation
find that?
there.
I need to know what you looked up to find that.
I don't know.
Familiar.
I have it favorited, so I just
Oh my
Very
God.
nice.
favorites.
Very
Uh,
nice.
Looks like an Adult Swim show if I've ever
It
seen one.
does. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
it definitely
what's
is.
it? Oh, Ghost.
Space Ghost, Coast to Coast.
Space Ghost. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Because I think that ain't the crocodile the one from Hanna-Barbera or whatever. He's like another.
It looks like a character
Yeah.
from like the Boomerang shows.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Hanna-Barbera.
Those old
Boomerang.
classic ones.
It really
Yeah.
does. That's a good description. Why does that work so well? That's funny.
Oh,
That's what
I
it
don't
is.
know.
Hanna-Barbera.
And fucking
Yeah.
Flintstones.
same
I
thing.
know,
Is
but
it
it's
Barbara
interesting
or
that that
Barbera?
whole like
Barbara.
channel had like a
Barbara.
similar art style.
Either
That's
pronunciation's
what I mean.
fine.
Yeah.
But
Hanna
okay,
the Barbarian.
It is Barbara.
cool. So you guys kind of hang
Oh,
out
no,
this
Barbera.
evening. You guys do anything else till
There's an
midnight
E.
other than so we have
Yeah,
Drogo's
I'm
kind
going
of
to the
meditating.
bar.
Tea
Is there a bartender?
party.
All right. Yeah. No. Absolutely.
Partying all night long.
And you look to the corner, and it's me on my little guitar thing going.
Fucking, we're getting it. Partying.
I come for the low.
All right. Excellent. Okay. So midnight comes. You guys decided not to go hang out with
Sure she
Flan
does.
and Gita overnight, but just kind of hang out here for a while. So midnight
I want
comes
to be a
and
third
you.
wheel.
Yeah. No, that's fair. Whatever. I won't lie. There was no pros or cons to doing that, unless I maybe came up with
Other
some.
than hearing their nasty sex.
Or are we outside again? What the heck?
Yes. Yeah. You're coming back out to observe. You're gonna sit on the back deck with Flant. I don't know why. I moved all you guys, and then Raul immediately moved himself back. Like, no, fuck you. In my head, that was just really funny.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. So no, you guys,
I'm
you guys
a
can
strong,
accompany.
independent woman. I move myself. Okay.
Never grave.
So you guys,
Crap guy.
are sitting on the back, and right around midnight, you're sitting there with Flan, and you kind of feel like you maybe see and hear the same thing that he mentioned, like some lights and like a not very
What
clear
is the light?
sound. Give me a DC. I guess I'm not gonna tell you what the DC is. Give me an awareness check. All of you, give me an awareness check here,
Ooh, I'm
just
actually
to
good.
see how much information you
Boy.
how well you can see this. Man, it's a good song.
Oh,
Fucking
hell yeah.
jam out to
Okay.
Geralt of Rivia.
8,
Absolute jam. Rolling in the, I guess, yeah, fuck.
19.
30, 20.
Yeah, 19 too.
16.
Okay.
Damn.
So I think everyone. Okay, so you guys all got over. It's DC 14. So
Oh, yeah.
everyone.
13.
Yeah. So everyone except for Kaizorin is able to see like this light and this this music. But if any of you
I
have
point out the
any-
light to the wizard to help him
Yeah,
see it.
yeah,
Like,
absolutely.
no, over there. Like I see him looking another way, and I just like,
What's
no,
going
over there.
on?
And you're like, oh, I see it. Kind of like aided him in that. If any
I
of
say,
you
oh, I
guys,
see it, but I never see it.
That's
I
amazing.
believe you. We even got to roll for it. I'm just like, all right, cool.
If any of you guys have,
Yeah.
let me actually see here. Give me a second. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I just left the fucking thing. I clicked on one of your things. Like a fine arts. If any of you guys have fine arts, or maybe even like
Fine
something like
arts?
performance.
I
Why
do.
do we have fine arts?
I have fine arts and performance.
What a nice
Oh.
Perfect. So
painting
yeah, if
that
you want to
is.
give me a fine arts or
Oh,
maybe a
yeah.
performance
I'm
roll,
not a posh
you
asshole.
might
I
be
don't
able
know
to. It doesn't matter, whichever. To maybe
Yeah.
identify what that music that is that you guys are hearing.
Ooh, I want to roll that too.
A 0 is a 10, right?
Yes.
Oh,
I guess
hell
my die exploded.
Yep.
Yep.
Right? So I roll again.
Yep.
Yep. Got an exploding die.
Oh, and I got a 9. So 20. So do I add all of that up?
Uh huh.
So 24 plus 9 is what? 33?
More than
Well,
enough. So
yes.
you are with your years of
That is
knowledge.
pure Elise.
Yeah, with
by
your years of
Beethoven.
knowledge in theater, and I kind of think that maybe Ragnar with the work that he did maybe would kind of be helpful here too. Didn't necessarily roll it, but for flavor's sake. So you can tell, Raul, based purely on this very faint music that you're hearing, that it's an
Yes.
experienced harpist leading an amateur
Okay.
pan flute player. You can tell because of the
Oh.
hesitation of the flutist. The overture is inspired by the recent work of a notable Redanian Troberits Calbanetta, with the harp taking the place of her favorite instrument, the lute. So you get the
That's a lot of
absolute
information.
highest information that you could from that. You're able to perfectly discern that it's, an experienced harpist leading an amateur pan flute because of the hesitation, and you instantly recognize the tune that's going on,
I
and you know everything perfectly that's going on.
But
I
after
relay
all of that, I was gonna say, after all that, K Soren says, "All right, I still don't see it."
I relay that
Could you
back
show me again?
to the team, but in a very like what's his name? Kevin from Brooklyn 99.
Kevin.
When
Like
Okay.
a
You mean
very
Kevin from The
snotty.
Office?
No. Kevin, Captain Holt's husband.
Oh, that
Ah,
Kevin. Okay.
yes.
Yeah, sorry. I
No, that
was
was
trying
good.
to
No, that's
remember. But
no.
like you know how like how his friends are very like intellectual, like very snotty when
Mhm.
they're talking. I relay it, but that's the like tone I like
People
say
didn't
the
press the
exact
board.
same thing that Austin just said, but very like a very snotty, like trying to look into or like see intellectual while
When
saying it.
Kaisoren says that he still doesn't see it, Drogo just does a classic Jim look to the camera. It's like,
And the camera kind of like zooms in on you, but like past you and zooms in on Rosalinda's stomach, and then zooms back out, and it changes scenes. Like the
when it
camera
zooms
has a
back
curve.
out, I go from like a straight face, and then and when it comes back out, I'm smiling. Like,
Mm, looking into the camera.
Oh my god. Hello.
Oh wow.
What did you look up for that? Just stomach?
Belly
Oh,
dancing.
Stomach.
wow.
Oh, okay.
Belly
Yeah.
dancing.
Yeah, that's spot on.
Wait,
Belly
let's
dancing
look for
close
stomach.
up.
There we go.
Oh,
That's
Patrick.
what I like to see.
But
Uh,
also this.
Oh,
oh,
yes.
God. Another SpongeBob. Multiple SpongeBobs.
Look.
What a gem to society.
A lot going on here.
Excellent. Perfect.
I'm
So,
Chocolate.
after you guys get this information, you could walk right off his porch into the Alderwood if you want, or you can go sleep for the night and come back in the morning and try to get more information, or do whatever you want here. What do you guys think you would do after
Wood,
gaining that
wood.
information?
Gonna go to sleep. I'm really fucking tired. That's it.
All right. You guys want to go back to the bar then? To go back to your rooms?
Yeah, I think that's probably a
Sounds about
good
right.
idea.
Okay.
Woo.
So we'll head back there. Somehow, before you guys go back to your room, you perfectly get back into the positions you were before you left. It's crazy.
The
But yeah,
mattresses are so crappy that our body outline is just
stuck in
kept
them.
there.
Hell yeah.
Memory
Cool.
foam,
It's like
dog.
memory foam, but like the shitty kind of memory foam. That
It's
it's
not
like
memory foam,
this
but it
shouldn't
remembers.
this shouldn't be
It still
holding my
remembers.
shape.
When you sleep in it at night, it tells you all the gory shit that's happened in its bed.
Oh no.
Two people had sex
Yeah, it's
here.
like a
Perfect.
black light, both words.
Black light with words.
You're laying on so much
Cool
semen,
beans.
it's unreal.
Oh
Oh my
god.
gosh.
Oh no.
It's getting worse.
That's probably not terribly untrue in this universe, though.
Oh no.
But okay, cool. So the next
What?
morning, Tabert
Is
is
it
not
potato?
there. So you guys would have to pay for your own breakfast this time around. But if you guys want to get breakfast and get ready, I'm not going to actually make you pay for breakfast though, because I don't
Thank
want
God.
that
All
to
right, free
happen.
breakfast.
I'm
I'd
the
have
hero here.
I eat the
I don't pay
biggest
for
breakfast.
Okay, that's fine. Because it
When are you
has
gonna
no
take a
actual
massive
impact
dick?
on your game, you could have as much breakfast as you want.
I eat
Oh,
all the
I'm
breakfast.
All
I'm
of it.
perfectly stuffed.
Okay. Jeff kills you in your sleep. No,
Whenever
I'm playing.
whenever they get more
Why,
breakfast,
Jeff?
I eat it.
Why?
But it's the most terrifying experience of his life.
Jeff kills all of you in your sleep, but wakes Kaizorin right before he kills him, so he can see the look on his
Why,
crazed
Jeff?
eyes.
Why?
I didn't like you very much.
He liked you enough to wake you up before he killed you, though.
I had banana bread out and no one ate any.
Banana bread? It
Oh, I
worked?
know that's true. I would tear up some banana bread.
Okay.
I'll
So
take-
the next morning, you guys kind of get ready and prepare yourselves. Is there anything that you want to do before you venture in? Or I mean, if that's what you want to do, I don't want to point you in a direction or anything. I don't have any flowcharts set up with the next step. That's fine.
You've done this yourself.
You've
You
done this.
done
done
this
this.
yourself.
Oh my
Mhm.
god, that freaked
Adam,
me
or
out.
was that an Ellie? I couldn't tell.
That is an Ellie.
Okay.
Very
Yeah,
offensive that you didn't know that,
yeah.
Austin.
It sounded a
Mhm.
little more Ellie-like, but I didn't know maybe Adam was being weird.
Have you met Ellie
Yeah.
yet?
We didn't know
Yes.
if Adam
I was at
DH'd
Dylan's
weird.
house, or I was at Dalton's house all fucking day trying to fix his computer. Me and Ellie absolutely hung out.
He ended
And
up breaking.
unfortunately, he did not meet her at all.
Yeah.
No, he was there the
Not a
whole
single
day.
moment. It
Still
was
hasn't met her.
Austin
insane.
broke it, and he's like, "Get out."
Get out.
I
I
blamed it on
cannot
the
be around
kids.
babies right now.
You made me break it.
Baby, you made me break it.
No. Okay. So yeah, if you guys is that
Yes.
what you want to do? No one. I keep asking, but nobody said anything, so I'm gonna stop talking
Yeah.
and let you guys decide.
I'm good with that.
Okay. So if you guys, so as you walk into the Alderwood, you walk in, and immediately
Christopher
just
Walken.
it feels just a little bit different. Like something is in the air clearly. And as soon as you get
Colin.
3 or 4
Yeah.
steps in, Drogo, your necklace, your Witcher medallion kind of hums a little bit, like it's shaking just a
I
little
found
bit.
my sword.
Not okay, that's fine. Not a lot like if you let me finish. Not a lot like there's something like right behind you, but like clearly there's some faint magic going on in the air here.
My
Um,
witch's senses sense senses which are magic.
I imagine Kaizor just kind of looks at you
What?
like this fucking guy.
And I'm just like, which way did the Witcher watch?
How many wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
None.
None.
It's a pussy.
So if you guys kind of just keep continuing forward through the forest at a
Going
certain
on,
point, you kind of lose sight of the edge that you came in on. And I'm gonna need everyone to give me a resist magic roll.
Oh.
So
no.
I took bread from the breakfast and has been leading a trail of breadcrumbs.
Okay.
So if we get backed around, we're gonna know it because of the
Okay.
breadcrumbs.
Yeah, that's fine.
I got a 13.
Unless you like
I-
are going in like the C shape, in which case you would never see any breadcrumbs. But go on.
See,
I imagine that everyone that's lost so far just gets in, turns 180 degrees around, and just walks back the same path that they came in
like,
on.
whoa, how did this happen?
But what did you guys get? Let me know.
What was the check?
Wait, what was the
Resist
check?
magic. Yeah, give me a resist
Right.
magic check.
I got an 18.
Okay.
Magic.
Oh god. Uh-oh.
So I got a
I got a 14.
17.
Did anybody do better than those?
I don't
Uh-oh.
like the way you said that.
And what?
Yeah, me neither.
What was yours,
That
Brendan?
means
Yours
we
was an
didn't do
18, right?
good.
I was an 18.
Okay. Did anybody do better than an 18?
Nope.
Okay.
No.
You all just keel over and fucking die. It's the craziest shit ever.
Yes.
All right, don't have to play this stupid game anymore.
All
All right, let's
Cool.
start up Starfield.
All right.
Yeah, let's get Starfighter.
God
nothing
damn
Hell
it!
yeah.
No!
Our favorite one. Thank God, am I right? Fucking finally back to Starfighter.
Oh no!
That's how long it takes.
On the stream,
2
too.
seconds. That's all you have us
Don't.
for.
If you kill us all,
A short
you-
line.
Yeah, you just saw. That was
Just
a
have to kill you
demonstration.
individually. I understand.
Mhm.
Okay. No. So you guys
Also
continue
quit
to
the game.
you don't obviously you don't know, like you don't get to a certain point and you're just like, I'm gonna try to resist magic. So you keep wandering and you've wandered through the woods for almost 5 hours and you're not getting anywhere. And at this point you're kind of starting to worry amongst yourself, like we should have found something now, by now, And it's around this time that a
These breadcrumbs
stag
look familiar.
yeah, I've seen these crumbs before. You're well out of bread at this point. 5 hours of bread, and you've never seen another drop of
I
bread.
took all of their breakfast. Did you not hear me say that?
Yeah, it's
took
it's
Yeah,
not
no,
a,
I
it's
was
not.
still hungry. I was sitting at the back of the line just eating each breadcrumb that you placed down.
Damn it, Dylan! Raish, damn it!
No,
That
so
was
about
how
When
five.
he gives you cinnamon apple, you
Fuck.
eat the cinnamon apple.
That's a good point.
That is
Damn,
good bread,
son of
sir.
a bitch. All right, well, let's just keep walking, I guess. Son of a fucking.
No, so you get about 5 hours in, and all of a sudden this stag just kind of walks like in front of your path and just kind of like, a deer, right? So it kind of walks in front of you, and it's got a white cloth tied to both of its antlers, and it seems unafraid of the party,
That's the universal symbol for giving up.
and
Yeah, that's what I was
walks
gonna say.
directly up to you.
They already give up.
What do you guys do?
Easy one, boys. We won it. What an easy battle.
So it walks right up to you guys. What do you do?
Check my medallion. Is my medallion going crazy?
It's not going crazy, but it might be humming just a little bit more than it has been. It's hard for you to tell. It's been humming for so long now.
Hard for us to tell. It's hard for the Witcher to use
Some
his
sort
one
of
thing
some
that he
sort
does
of
Witcher
chick.
stuff.
Well, you've been doing it for
Okay.
so long. It's been humming for so long. You can't quite tell if it's humming more now. But yes, it is still humming.
I put it in my pocket so it could hum a little harder in there.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, if you guys don't immediately attack it, it kind of
We
looks
don't.
at you, and then it turns around and just starts walking in a slightly different direction than the direction that you were headed. Follow it or continue the path that you were on.
My Witcher senses sense that we should follow it.
I'm with that guy.
Witcher.
Witcher?
If you had to change your Witcher Watcher, would you?
Witcher.
I'm with
All
you,
right, so
Witcher.
you guys follow it?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So if you guys continue to follow it, oh no, is there something being?
Good. No.
God.
Keep going. You're doing
If
great.
you guys
We're all really
continue,
invested in the story.
oh god damn it, Brendan, I'm gonna cause so much chaos in your game, more than I
don't think
already
we're
do.
Don't worry, I don't think we're ever playing that one again either.
Oh, sick. More Witcher, I
Just done.
guess.
Yeah.
So you guys continue on through the forest and you follow this
Yeah.
stag, and at a certain point it kind of veers off. But as soon as it veers off, you
Oh, no.
continue to look the direction it was headed, and you just see New York City. No, I'm kidding. You see.
gosh.
So you guys make your way over. I'm not gonna move you to the map yet. I'm gonna describe what you see. So you guys enter. You get to a clearing, and in that clearing you kind of come through the woods, and you immediately notice what seems like a large wooden stage, and constructed at its center. Or constructed at the center of the grove, and then in front of it are like long benches, almost like where people would sit, like as an audience. And then behind those benches sits a single tall chair that would comfortably fit 2 men side by side in it. And then kind of behind the
They're
stage,
like-
you see a covered wagon. And in the center of the like there's like 3 covered wagons, and in the center of the covered wagon, you see a pot that's burning, or like a fire that's burning like under a pot, like it's cooking something. And then you see what looks like. So this is kind of where you're at. This is kind of what you see right now. But sitting around the fire, what it appears are a bunch of kids. It looks like there's just a bunch of kids sitting around this fire. And at first you don't
look like wolves.
necessarily
Lightsaber Anakin.
at first you don't necessarily notice, but a loud voice rumbles from behind the stage, and it goes, "It seems we have guests. Come, meet the family." And at that time, kind of like slumbering up, there's this creature that is warming its hooves and furry black goat legs by the fire. And this creature stands up and says, it seems we have guests. Come meet the family. And looking around the fire, you immediately recognize Macklin and Winnie based on on the descriptions that you got of the people that are sitting there. And this monster just kind of like walks towards you guys, and he goes, "Welcome! Please make yourselves at home. We pose no threat to you. I am a monster, but I am no killer, and certainly no killer of cultured folk like yourselves. This forest is my home, and you, my guests. Please be at ease. Let us all share food as friends and speak freely. This is now a party." And he kind of wanders
I want
over
a
and
sense motive on you.
sense motive on him. Okay.
Is that a thing?
That's a there's
Yeah,
that.
I don't
I
think
mean,
that
it's
is a thing, but what
yeah,
do we?
that's
What's
not.
the?
There's
Human
I
awareness?
guess human perception wouldn't necessarily work in this case.
It wouldn't necessarily
Um,
work.
because it's clearly not a human.
Is human perception our perception as human?
It's perception. I guess that's a good point. Yeah, go ahead and roll a human perception.
My
Deduction.
goodness, this DM doesn't know anything.
Bro, I'll kick your ass. Yeah, go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Just a human perception roll.
Can everybody?
Yeah,
do it?
And if you wanted to,
That's a solid
Dalton, you could
3.
also roll your Witcher knowledge to see what this is, or what.
Okay, yep, I want to roll Witcher knowledge.
Oh, I have magical training. Can I roll that? Know anything about a magical phenomenon at a GM set DC, or as a form of awareness against magical spells, magical beings, or magical hexes?
Sure, yeah, give me that.
All right.
Was
You might not
my
be
Witcher
able
sense
to tell what
intelligence?
he is, but once you guys kind of break through, once you guys break through this grove, like the the medallion's still humming, but not as bad, and you guys don't feel like that sense that I told you earlier. Now that you're out of the woods.
Was the Witcher training intelligence added in?
Yeah, it's in. Yeah,
So I got an 18.
perfect.
And
So
everybody else.
I got a 20 on my magic training.
I guess I will. Never mind.
So with the magical training, Brennan, you can tell that whatever that was in the woods is clearly coming from this creature. But it might not necessarily be like innate with the creature, but rather something that it has on him. You don't know what it is, but that aura, that effect is coming from this thing. And this thing is a Sylvan. That's Sylvan, Sylvan. So I'm going to read you this bit that you know from your Witcher knowledge. So, Sylvans are relics, extremely rare to encounter. They have the appearance of a corpulent man with horns and goat legs. In disposition, they are equal parts mischievous and lazy. Generally, they are harmless until angered or threatened. Despite the appearance, they are exceptionally strong and agile. Damn it, the fan's blowing my page. Besides raw strength, a Sylvan has many defenses which make fighting it up close dangerous, namely breathing fire and shaking the ground beneath them with staggering stomps. Being knocked out or staggered by the monster will almost guarantee you to be roasted. If you must fight a Sylvan, start from a distance and aim to disorient it before moving in for the kill. Despite its strength, a Sylvan is weak to fire, poisoning, and is weaker to being stunned than other monsters. Be sure to coat your blade in relic oil if you have it available. So that's the information that you gained from your Witcher knowledge check.
And there's a side quest that deals with one in
Witcher 3. Yep,
right?
yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
Side
So again,
quest,
he says,
Sylvan.
he says, like I said, this is a party. And then he goes, "Where are my manners? My name is Obersal.
Oversight.
Please, come, drink, party with us. Well, the drinks are coming later, but eat and party with us."
Did you say come,
What does
come?
that mean?
What?
Come, come.
Oh,
He
come,
said,
please.
please, come, come, come.
Come, and then come some
Please
more.
come,
Here.
come.
Yeah. So you
Come
guys
to my
are
come house, my long house.
free to do
My
whatever
long
you
come
want
out,
here.
my-
What do you want to?
Damn it.
What are you doing? You can see there's a bunch of kids, and you clearly recognize Macklin and Winnie sitting around the fire.
I question him. I go, "What are these kids
Actually,
doing here?"
I forgot.
Is he supposed to be the Pied Piper?
Give me a sec. I think I can.
Yeah.
Being Viper.
There should
Viper,
be
Viper,
now
Viper,
on in your journal on the right under Alderwood handouts. There is a picture that shows kind of what these kids all look like.
It's a weird
Awesome.
picture.
There's some
It is
sick
kind of weird.
teens.
I don't like it, but that's the art that they gave me.
I don't
so
like it either. I don't know why.
it's a weird art
It's
style.
like. It's
Why
like
are only the boys
realistic,
being
but
funny? That's really sexist.
It's clearly
The
a
girls are
illustration as
laughing.
well. There's
They're
girls
laughing
in
at
it. That's why I don't like it.
the
Silly little
dwarf.
boys.
The little
The
boy and the
dwarf
other
in
one's
middle.
smirking at him.
Wait,
The
You
two on the
little
left are
fucker.
making fun of the
You
little
little
guy,
I
and
don't
the
think
girls
he's a
are
dwarf.
laughing
He's
at
He's
him.
just
got
sitting
his
like an
legs
You
up.
Indian.
sack of
That's
shit,
all.
dwarf. You fucking.
Right. What do you guys do?
Wait, so is there a?
That
There's
is
a
a
dwarf
weird.
here.
I'd
That is
nudge
weird.
Rosalina, and I'm like, "Yo, there's a stage. Maybe you could perform."
Yeah. Go ahead and perform. Rub my belly
For the
button.
right money.
Anyway, I asked this creature, "What are these kids doing here?"
Thank you.
He goes, "These kids? We'll speak to them. They'd be more than happy to tell you what they're doing here."
Are they here against their will?
No, no, absolutely not. They're free to come and go as they please.
Come and go, meaning what? You fuck.
And
For children, you
he
perv.
grabs you by the throat and kills you in one swift snap of his hand. No. No.
My
It's just
brother,
like they're allowed
Drogo,
to be
shows up
here
last minute.
and leave as they need. Yeah. My brother Drogo too shows up.
No, it's
Takes all of
Brogo.
my gear.
What?
Oh, just Drogo.
What are
It's
these kids doing here,
Brogo.
bro? Bro, what are you doing,
No.
bro? Bro, I don't like that, bro.
Chill, bro.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro.
Please,
Oh.
someone other than Dylan and Dalton decide what's going to be said.
I will.
Just filling the
I'll
time.
go over and
Yep.
sit down. I'm not gonna try to piss him off right away.
It's fair. I mean, it's like you guys you can eat, hang out, talk with the people that are here. I can do anything with them. So
I am not planning on eating anything here.
okay, it's fine.
I think I would go over and talk to the children whose parents are worried sick about them,
Okay.
I guess.
and just
Well,
like, don't you know you have your parents worried sick about you? You're to be married so that we can carry on our ancestral lines. Very close ancestral lines.
Loins. You meant
In fact-
loins.
In fact, I'd say they're less ancestral lines and more of ancestral line. Singular. One line. There's only one ancestry. Just yours.
It's just one DNA strand, just split.
yeah.
They're all clones.
The two of you putting things together that should never be put together.
So you're talking to both of them or just one of them?
I would talk to both of them at the same time. I don't.
Okay.
The thing
So
that you
if you're talking to Flan, Flan's like,
Who's Flan?
or excuse
Yeah, I
me,
thought
I don't
Flan
know.
was the dad.
I'm reading. Yeah, I'm reading the description of Macklin, which involves the word Flan. Sorry. Yeah. So if you're speaking with Macklin,
And
What's the plan,
Winnie.
Flan?
Macklin and Winnie.
Winifred.
So we could you can move your happy ass
What a
between
name.
the two of them if you want.
What a name.
So Macklin he explains that he doesn't have a good relationship with his dad. He's been working in the field since he was 9.
Who of us do?
He doesn't look like he's trying to hold any information back from you. His only friend growing up was Winnie. When
That's
he
why you
found
start
out
banging, right?
when he found out that his dad had planned
and then young.
with Venetia
Locked it
to
down
marry
early.
them in order to keep
Uh-huh.
the farm and the family line, he was furious with his father because it was against Winnie's wishes. And it was
mad that he was
around that
marrying his
time
best
that
friend?
he received it was his best friend, but it's his cousin. He doesn't want to marry her.
Why not?
And then, okay.
What
just
other
telling
options does he have? Can we
And
look at
then,
all the other children? Is there? Wait a minute.
What
Wait a
kind,
minute.
of, what kind of hot level is this?
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's look at the children that are gathered here and.
Let's
see if
not
there's
look
any
at the
plot
children and
together.
rate them. How about we don't do that, actually? Let's just
No,
avoid
they're all
that part.
clones.
Well, if they're
Let's-
getting married, obviously they're like
They all look the
old
same.
enough,
They're
know.
obviously
Obviously.
above 12, so it's fine.
Oh,
If
Clip
we like
it!
sidestep left and right,
No, but and he said it was
Valid
around that
answer. Good
time
question.
that
That was
he
a Tinder
got
joke.
he got a mysterious invitation to just join this group of
Wasn't funny.
travelers, and it was perfect timing.
How did you get the
Um,
invitation?
Yeah.
It showed up in my room, or it showed up in my room. I don't sound like Oberhausen.
Oberhausen.
Yet.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
If you talk to Winnie too, she tells you that she, like her mom said, she never really met her father, but her mom was really upset
Just volunteered that
about the death
information.
of her
Weird
husband.
kid.
Yeah, well, they're all
Hmm.
very happy to share anything that you want with them, and since
Why? That's so weird. What's wrong with these kids?
okay,
They
well,
should be
I'll
scared of me.
you
I'm a
ask
stranger.
all the questions you want then specifically, and I'll
Didn't their
tell you if they
parents
have an
teach them
answer.
privacy?
Yeah. What the hell's wrong with them?
I offer Winnie some honey out of
Oh,
a clay
Out
jar
of
that
his
I have.
pocket. This guy's got a napkin in his pocket, and he's just
She
like,
has
if you
this
lick
weird
this, it's
sense
really
from
sweet.
God in her head to not eat that fucking honey.
You want some fear, honey?
And I ask her, how does being one with the poos affect
Oh
your
no.
day to day?
I didn't know where
She
that was
looks.
going. That was
She's
good.
like, I don't really know what you're talking about, to be honest, sir.
Ah, I'm sorry. I must be mistaken. I walk off. I try another kid and I offer him some honey.
Winnie Fred the Pooh. I got it. I figured out where you're going.
Who pooed?
Thanks, Brendan.
All right, Austin. Have we derailed this enough? Let's see.
You talk to
Um,
Winnie. She describes a very similar story. Doesn't like her mom because her mom
yeah,
basically
but there's got to be.
only wanted her because of her dad, and she
Hmm.
also
I
got an
feel like,
invitation to
So this
join
guy's like Peter
Oberhazel's troop.
Pan. Like he's just
yeah, he's
telling
just
random
Pan.
kids that he can
Yeah,
just leave. It's like if you don't
he's,
like your
he's
home, you can just leave.
There's a
You can go
Peter
home. You can
Pan.
go
There's
wherever you
always
want.
a Captain
he's
Hook.
he's part of the
Is that us?
Feywild. He can
Are
do
we
what he
Captain
wants.
Are
Hook?
we? Oh fuck! Are we Captain Hook?
Oh, I think
Oh
we're
no!
Captain
Are
Hook,
we
guys.
the
Oh
I
baddies?
think we're the
no!
So you
baddies.
said Captain Hunk, and I'm like, what are you talking
Captain
about?
Hunk. Yo, what's up, kids? I'm Captain Hunk. Ugh. Got hunks for days.
Hunks for days. You could get
You talk
hunky,
with
hunky.
anyone else?
Can we talk to the other kids?
Yeah. Do you want to specifically hear what they have to say, or do you want me to give a general a
Oh
general?
no.
All of the kids
Excuse me.
are more than willing to speak with you. They don't want to hide anything. You don't get the impression that they're trying to hide anything, and they all seem like
Okay.
they're enjoying their time here. And if they wanted to go home, they would. But all of them sound like they
Okay.
have not had good experiences with their families, so they're happier here.
Okay. Kids, tell me where your families lived and what awful things they did to you, and if they're bad enough, they'll get a visit.
Okay. Lorcan
Ooh,
Lorcan
alright.
says that he was born in Saints Crossing, which, if you guys don't recall, it was the city that you guys actually passed through yesterday.
Oh, I don't
And
remember that.
again,
Thank
Lorcan's
you.
future was always decided for him. He was an apprentice blacksmith to his father from an age where he could hardly lift a hammer.
Ah, lucky.
So his father made hammers that he could lift and an anvil he could reach properly without a stool. As his
Aw.
interest began to grow,
That's really
I'm just
nice.
going to read these because
Yeah.
I don't know how to formulate actual words
No,
here.
you're
Yeah,
fine.
keep going. I'm invested in these
Um,
characters.
So his interest began to grow broader, a process which only accelerated after he learned to read. He noticed his father was only interested in his development insofar that it pertained to blacksmithing. He began to
Yeah.
resent the very craft of blacksmithing as a restriction set upon creativity by his father. It was then that an invitation from a then unknown Sylvan arrived, appearing to sponsor his more creative pursuits with material and backing. He took the offer and brought the tools with him to the Alderwood.
Okay.
Who else
So
do you want to
you
talk to?
said, as a Witcher, you know that this guy eats people.
No, he does not eat people.
Didn't you say? Didn't you say if we lost to him, we would soon be eaten?
Well, he grills us and he like
Yeah,
toasts our
he's kind
bodies
of
with
like
his flame breath.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's just yeah. It says if you
roasted. You said roasted, not
Roasted, that-
being
yes.
yeah, well almost yeah.
Roasted,
So
not
being
stirred.
knocked over or staggered by the monster will almost guarantee you to be roasted, meaning that he would
Okay.
use his fire breath on you.
All right. So I was like, okay, so we got a like witch in the gingerbread house thing going on here,
No,
and he's
no,
just
no,
like,
no,
all
no.
the kids come to me so I can just munch on you whenever I get hungry.
No, I think this is just more of a Peter Pan situation, right?
It's a Peter
I
Pan
mean,
situation for sure. He's just like telling
I'm
these kids that they don't have to listen to their parents, and they, being
we just
kids, are
leave.
listening to them. Yeah,
Can we
push
just
the
like,
story over.
out of moral obligation, just be like, all right, nothing wrong here.
I
Seems
mean,
completely
that's fine.
legitimate. I
you
don't see
could, but
anything
we would
wrong
end the
with this.
session here because I don't have book 3 prepared.
Yeah,
Man, that's a
not
moral
book.
conundrum.
I mean, like,
Do you want to talk to
we
any of
don't
the other
get paid
kids?
if these kids don't come home.
It's true.
That is true. There is a financial aspect.
Or
Uh,
we
You guys can
would get
continue
paid
through the
if
party, and maybe.
we would get paid if we quote unquote kill the creature. We can say
Wait.
that the kids did not make it.
They're free to come and go, right?
Yeah.
Let's just
I-
bring the kids back and be
We have to
like,
convince them to come
hey,
back then.
yeah, no. We'll just have to convince their parents that we like defeated this monster. Get the kids in on it. Have them be like, yeah, we were totally kidnapped by this crazy monster. Sorry, we were gone. And then just like a couple days later, after the smoke settles, we get paid and we're gone. The kids can fucking leave again and come back to Peter Pan over here. We get paid. The kids have to go back for maybe 2 days, but I mean, it's better than
What
us
if they put them in
fucking...
a cell and lock them in their room?
No, because they're just gonna be grateful. We'll play the victim card. They'll be like, "Oh, good, our kids are back. We were so worried
Yeah, but they
about you.
still ran
Yeah,
away in the
that
first
monster was
place.
awful."
Dude,
No, they didn't run away. They were captured.
I just slipped my
They were
coin into
lured
the
in
Twilight
by
Zone
this
again.
this
It's fucking
god.
gone.
Listening to the Twilight Zone right now? Is that what you said?
No,
The good show.
I just flipped
Especially
my coin and it went
the
behind my
new one.
desk and it's just fucking gone. I'm telling you, everything
Is your
behind
desk
my desk is the
magnetic?
Twilight Zone. No, that would be
Look
hilarious
under
though
the
if I just.
baseboard.
Yeah, I can't right now. Okay, so I mean, yeah, whatever. I mean, what do you continue talking with
Does
the
that
kids?
sound like a plan?
I mean, or we
I
could
don't want to have to kill
take
this
the kid-
monster.
we could take the kids back, and then tell the parents like what was going on, and then try to convince the parents to let the kids make the decision. Like if they
Well,
really
and
want to
whenever I
leave.
said that we would get paid if we quote unquote killed the monster, we can have something else that's not actually like this monster's head. Like we can be like, oh yeah, we killed the thing, and it was that we get like
We could find that doe, that stag from earlier, slaughter that thing, and be like, yeah, this is what was taking him. See the cloth?
I have a feeling that would be a bad idea.
Just bring
Yeah, that
the
was
horns
probably
back.
just this guy's like illusion or
Friend,
something
best
to
friend
lure
from
us in.
childhood.
Yeah, it's his wingman. He just roams around and finds kids, and there's like, ooh, a deer.
Follow me. Here we go.
I don't know. I definitely think we should use lying. That sounds like the best case scenario.
We should use
Why you're
lying.
so bad.
Yeah, it's a pretty good trick
I mean, I'm
if
not
you can
opposed
handle
to
it.
it since these
Deception
Are you
is
guys
fun.
discussing this
fun.
out loud? How are
Okay.
you discussing this?
Yes,
that
all
is-
of this has been out loud.
That's very
Everyone
partying.
here.
That's very relevant
We're
because
just all
right now, this is only a thought that
Raish.
Raish is having in his head. So
Okay.
Having.
I'm
He's even
mulling
thinking
this all
about our
over.
reply.
And then I walk around and I'm just like mulling it over. And then I tell the Witcher of my plan. I was like, I just had the most brilliant idea. And I relay
while
that
you're
whole
talking,
past 15
like
minutes.
Overhazel kind of is looking at you. Like you see him glance at you a few times while you're talking.
I
He hears
stare
everything.
at him. I'm just staring at him, like just dead-eyed staring straight at
No,
him.
he
as
doesn't.
I'm
He
listening.
doesn't stare back. He just glances and glances back. Like as soon as you stare back, it's that awkward. Oh, I didn't mean to look at you type thing.
I always look 3 seconds longer than they do.
And then whenever they don't
Just
look
as a
back,
rule.
coward.
It's up to them.
So
Very
around this
jealous
time,
man.
after you guys are discussing, you kind of hear a rustle in the woods, and all of a sudden, this giant rock troll comes out of the woods, carrying a crate. And upon further inspection, the crate is filled with alcohol. And he
Oh, cool.
goes,
All right.
Sylvan, alcohol, and he sets it like on the back of this thing, and then kind of sits down and just kind of flops on the ground with this giant bottle in his hand, and he just like starts like downing it, and all the kids kind of go and grab some, and Oberhazel comes over, and grabs a bottle and comes back, and then he offers it to you guys. He's like, please come, drink, enjoy, speak with the children.
All right, what are we allowing to happen here? Underage drinking and partying in the woods? Like, is
I
that
think it
the
sounds
worst?
good.
Huh?
Is that the worst
Huh?
thing that happens? I guess.
I'm
They could
doing
be
bunny
dead,
ears
so
here, but underage drinking. I mean,
I'm
where
fine
are
with
we? It's The Witcher.
Yeah, I was gonna
That's
say.
true.
I'm
these
freaking
kids need
lost.
alcohol to get through every fucking day.
this is all they've ever drank. Okay.
I mean, it's more sanitary than the water.
That's true.
True.
So you guys
100% agree with that.
continue partying. You can go. I can, if you want to talk to the other children, I can give you some of their backstory, or you could
Got the
just
dig.
continue hanging out, or move on with whatever you want to do here.
You're a good guy,
Uh,
Peter Pan. I'll see you later.
so I tell the Witcher to pass it on. Now you can sit with that information, or you could like tell Rosalina or the wolf or
The
whoever.
wolf. It's just like, Nevius, come here. It's like, okay, here's the plan.
Right now, translate
Wait,
that to Rosaline.
do we all feel the same, like morally, about this, or am I in my own little camp here?
I think we should take the two kids back and let them have a decision. Like show the parents, be like, okay, yeah, they're okay, they're here, but they want to do their own thing. This is their decision. Make a decision right now. You can go back with your parents, or you can go fuck off in the woods.
Okay, that one involves the kids, like accepting that they're going back and they might not come back to the woods.
It's still their decision, and we'll protect them either way. They'll still make it, but we just want to show visual proof that we have children, that have them, they're alive, but they're still making the decision to not be here, and we can't really stop them from doing that.
Will Peter Pan over here feel any objection to that, do you think?
He
I mean,
he
we are
said he was
taking
okay
the
with.
entire party away.
They're welcome to
I
come
was
and
I was
go
just I
as
wasn't
they
taking all the
please.
kids. I was just
Yeah.
gonna take the two kids that we were
Yeah.
here to get.
He says
Okay,
as long as
okay.
they're welcome to come and go as they please, as long as they want to.
Okay,
See,
so we
that's
just
gonna
need
be
to
the
be
sticky
super
point.
charming.
We're gonna talk
Yeah.
to these kids, and they're gonna be like, "Oh," and then he's gonna be like, "You can't take them," and he's
Mm-hmm.
gonna transform and eat us. And now there's a rock troll to help him because we didn't kill him
Yeah.
initially. God damn
Yeah.
it!
Son of a bitch.
No, he was gonna come anyway. It was just gonna be in the middle of the round when we were
Uh,
like feeling like we almost got him, and then a second one comes in. Classic.
He's killing kids. No. We're trying to.
This guy's killing kids.
Oh,
Yeah, that's a PR nightmare. I'll tell you what.
one
Give
journalist
me
with a fucking
those
iPhone.
of you that are kind of talking about this plan, give me an awareness check.
I am so fucking aware.
Okay. Oh, I'm super aware. I have great awareness.
all time.
I see in 360 degrees. How's it happen? Who fucking knows? Oh, that was not a great roll, actually.
That's an 18.
I got an 18 as well.
Mine is below that.
Okay. So Kaizorin and Drogo, while you guys are talking about this, you kind of keep like looking back at the kids, and you just notice you're standing at just the perfect angle that you can kind of see the bench behind them, and behind Macklin, you clearly see an iron longsword and a dagger sitting behind Macklin, and Winnie looks like she has maybe a short bow and a dagger sitting behind her. And you
Kids
kind of
are
notice
armed?
those two, and you look behind all of the kids and clearly see that they're all armed. Yeah, some of them have iron longswords and daggers, and others have short bows and daggers.
Are they like Captain America Winter Soldier in the fucking elevator, like holding their shit, getting ready to attack?
No,
Or
no,
is
no,
it
no,
just
no, no,
sitting
no.
there
Yeah,
like
you just kind of notice that it's sitting by them, like you
they're all
would,
just
like
like, okay, yeah, let's
you'd
just
put
wait
your
for
you put your water bottle and your phone next to you while you sit down, except for they are putting their weapons down next to them as they sat down to eat dinner.
I have a camel backpack.
Cool.
In the
Well, that's
game.
the end of this
In the game.
session.
And last session we
See
ended
y'all
with
next
a
week.
camel
See you
backpack.
all next week. He has a camel backpack.
That's a really good detail. I mean,
Yeah.
got water
No,
in
it's
your
super
backpack,
convenient.
so
You know
Just
what?
like a
That's
tube.
gonna
God
determine whether
damn
we
it!
beat this guy
What
or
are you guys
not.
gonna do?
Tell
So
him
it sounds like
he has a camel
right
Tell him
now.
we got
I got a
12
camel
extra.
backpack. I mean, if that means anything, I have one. So
That's my contribution to the story.
There we go.
I don't know.
So-
I throw my
All
plan
the
out
kids are
there,
armed.
So if you
trying
guys
to
are
convince them.
still
Okay.
hanging out, just kind of chatting, after a while, Oberhassel would come up to whichever one of you he would assume is the leader. I don't know which one of you would maybe have the most umph about them, but he's gonna walk up to you and he goes, "Hey, you all look like you might appreciate fine art. Please,
Nope.
please stay and watch our rehearsal of our play, The Comedy of Hearts Entwined. We're set to start at midnight."
Midnight,
If
you say?
Why do they start so late?
Well, it's
Why
already
midnight?
late, good sir. Everyone knows the best work is done in the evening. And that would
That's
line
not
His
up
that
work
with
is
late.
just before the dawn.
that would line up with the music and stuff that you heard
Right.
from him in the evenings before. So
Yeah.
he just asked if you guys are down to watch their play that they've been working on the
Sure.
stage.
Oh God. Just a bunch of kids just singing like shit.
Oh God, it was like starstruck all over again.
Dream, 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 dream.
Dream a better dream. Dream, dream. All right, you guys want to watch or not?
They're
I'm-
doing
I'm down to
Kissed by an
watch.
Angel, are they?
No, they're doing The Comedy of
something like
Hearts
that.
Entwined.
No, it's a
I
comedy.
haven't heard that one.
Like The Office.
Sure.
So
Comedy.
like the
Like the
I'm
Office.
I'm
what's
seating you
what's
guys.
the Greek? No, what's that Greek
Who the fuck
tragic
movie?
comedy? Something
Oedipus?
Othello.
something like that. Yeah.
Well, Oedipus is the one where he
Importance of
ends
being
up
earnest.
falling in love and having sex with his mother.
The Odyssey. The Odyssey
No, that-
2.
The Iliad.
The Revenge.
Pre-Odyssey, whatever that one
Jesus
was.
fucking Christ. Okay, let me do this here real quick. So Alderwood.
Have we figured out your campaign yet, Austin? I think we're
Yeah,
getting
what the
close.
fuck, dude?
I think we're close. I think we're very close.
So I'm revealing some images here in
Oh my god!
the right hand
No.
panel and your guys' journal.
No,
So you can
Man.
get some more up close
Nice.
pictures of everyone if you'd like.
need.
well, she's not a bear.
This looks like a slideshow from like a '90s fucking TV show. Like, no, Lorcan, and this one's Merklin.
Yeah, it's the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, rock
Followed
troll.
by Flip the Rock Troll.
There's a better picture of Oberhassel there, so that's him sitting in that chair that you guys saw when you first up. That would be wide enough to fit two men sitting in it. So he's come to the back of the stage and is sitting here watching. But yeah, if you guys sit here and watch, around midnight the dry rehearsal begins. And so here's what happens here. So a pan flute plays an opening melody, and the curtains rise to reveal a pastoral scene with a bed at center stage. In a meadow, a newly married couple dances. They sing of their happy marriage while dancing in and around the bed. The husband, played by Macklin, suddenly stops the body number mid-step, falling backward into bed, and quickly falls asleep. Rising from the bed, the wife, played by Winnie, sings, accompanied by the flute, about how she only wished to dance more, if only her partner had feet big enough to dance the whole night long. The music changes. With the introduction of the harp, a Sylvan, played by Ambrose, complete with wooden horns, papier-mâché stomach, and goat-leg stilts, joins the wife in song, asking if she would like to dance with him. There's a long dance number in which the Sylvan and the wife dance luridly, 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 together around the stage, including around and on top of her husband, still asleep on the bed. The husband wakes up momentarily, and the Sylvan hides in the backdrop
children.
behind a tree in the pastoral scene. After the husband goes back to sleep, the Sylvan and the wife share a kiss, and the Sylvan exits the stage. Now alone, the wife moves to center stage to address the crowd directly in a final line of the play. Feet dance well, but hooves manage better. Perhaps next time we'll all dance together. And as right as she finishes that line, Oberhazel is in the back just clapping obnoxiously loud, like, "Yes! Excellent!" You guys clap, or what are you guys doing during the play?
I laugh, I cry, I laugh, I cry.
I will applaud at the appropriate time.
Perfect. So after the play, the kids kind of come out and are chatting with everyone again, and Oberhazel kind of gathers you guys around, and he goes, "Guests, give me your ears, for I have an important request to make of you. You came here to recover 2 of our acting family, 2 that were not lost, nor kidnapped, but found. I recognize that in the past our secrecy maintained for our own protection may have inflamed our relationship with our neighboring communities. Regardless, I do not wish further to be or bothered or excuse me, I do not wish to be further bothered by intrusions into my wood. These fine actors, myself included, however, wish no ill towards these communities. If you can broker peace between us and our neighbors, that being Saints Crossing, River Bend, and Bartok Barrel Mines, I will see that you are paid the same sum you would have been paid by Tabbert, with an additional 30 crown bonus for each of you. We have only 2 terms that cannot be infringed upon for there to be peace. The first, that no one may enter the Alderwood without the permission of me. The second, that none of my troops' lives or livelihoods shall be bargained with as part of the negotiation. What say you?
Mm.
I
And
cross my fingers
before
and
you
say,
answer,
yeah.
we'll get you next week.
Oh.
Like, yeah, you gonna like spot me this week? Because I kind of still want it.
You want it? Tell me how you
Yeah, I
want it.
want it.
Uh-oh.
He's sick. Fuck. Okay, I want it.
I'll let you guys talk about what you want to do for next time we play, but I think that's where we're going to end it there. It's a good stopping point. So again, he wants you to go broker peace with the villages
Shit.
where all of the kids are from. But he says there are 2 terms that cannot be infringed upon for there to be peace. No one may enter the Alderwood without the permission of him, and the second, that none of my troops' lives or livelihoods shall be bargained with as part of the negotiation.
bargaining to get them out of the place.
The
Like,
kids
how
don't
does
want to
that?
leave.
So
So
literally, all we have to do is just
bargaining,
convince the parents to
bargaining,
let them do their own shit.
yeah, bargaining to force the kids out of the woods. If you convince the kid to leave, they can leave and they can come and go as they please. But
All right, see you later.
Does this
Well,
guy
you're
have
right.
gold?
what?
They have gold.
So, like, we
Yeah,
were
rich-
here on a contract.
Yeah. He
Riches
said,
and
and
we
yeah,
were
he
s-
said, I'll see that you're paid the same sum you had been paid by Tabbert, plus an additional 30 crown bonus for each of you.
Oh, then yeah.
So
Money
Tabbert was willing to pay you guys $250. So he would give you 250. Or let's see, no, it was 200, right? I don't remember how much he
Not
said.
250.
Yeah, 200.
was
Yeah,
250.
200, and then you got the
250,
50
yeah.
crown bonus. And then so he would pay you the 250, but also a bonus of 30 to each of you.
So if we
More.
hadn't gotten that bonus earlier, would it only been up 230 now?
No, I'm only 200 with the 30 for each of you. Yeah.
Nice.
Very nice.
But yeah, I think that's where
on that one,
we'll
didn't we?
Sweet.
end this time because it is 10:30.
Yeah, 10:22.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Indubitably.
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 But yeah, all right, I'm gonna end the stream.
Serendipitously.
Thanks,
Bye,
stream.
stream. Bye,
Till next
stream.
time.
Bye, stream.
Hi, YouTube. Bye, YouTube.